What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you guys how to make footstep sounds for your game. And of course, as always, if you guys don't want to stick around and watch this video to actually learn how to make this system, I will leave it in the description for you to get, but I do highly recommend that you do stick around and watch just so you can learn to continue your development journey. But now, with all that being said, let's get into this tutorial. Alright, so this is actually going to be an add-on to the sprint system that I made in, I think it was the very first tutorial. So if you have not seen that, I recommend you go check it out. You don't have to, watch the tutorial to make it. It's also in the description if you want to grab it. But basically, we're just going to be editing this script and adding on a few things. So inside this script, we're going to make a few new variables. One we're going to call local running, and this will be equal to false. Then we're going to say local cooldown, and this is going to be equal to half the length of your walking animation. So for me, I have the default Roblox walk animation. If we can see, I'll join the game, and we can see I have just the default Roblox walk. So what I mean by half the length of the animation is I can actually get a sprinting animation to show you. So if I go to Toolbox, I will find a sprint animation. I'll just grab a random one, and I can check the so this is the run animation that's inside this script, right? And we can see it's 34 keyframes long, right? So half of 34 is 17. So 17 keyframes is half the length of this animation. And the way we can convert that into seconds is we can just multiply 17 by 1.6 repeating, or just 1.666, whatever. So I'll just multiply it by 1.66, and it's about 28. So half the length of this animation in seconds is 0.28 seconds. And the reason we get this length is because half the length of an animation, usually at least for most of the animations, is how often the foot will touch the ground. And the way we're going to do this, the way we make this footstep thing work, is we detect how often the foot touches the ground with this cooldown. So since I'm using the default Roblox walk animation, I think it's about 0.4 seconds long, if my memory serves me right. So half of that is 0.2. So I'll be using 0.2 for my default cooldown, which this is going to be the one of the regular walk animation. So when we're not sprinting, this will be half of that length. And when we will also need the length of half of the sprinting as well, but we will get to that in a moment. So another thing I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of the default walking sounds. So we can say humanoid.rootPart wait for child, and running is the name of it, and we can destroy that. So humanoid.rootPart wait for child running destroy. All right, so inside the input began is where we are going to set our cooldown equal to half of the sprint animation's length. So I'm not sure which animation this is, so I'm just gonna grab a new one off the toolbox. All right, I like this running animation, so I can see that it is 39 keyframes long, which you can't cut in half exactly, but half of 39 is about 20. So 20 keyframes multiplied by 1.6 repeating is about 33. So I will set the cooldown to be 0.33 whenever we start sprinting. And then whenever we stop sprinting, I will set it back to what it was before, which is 0.2. So 0.2. And since this is the run that I want to use, I'm going to upload it to ROBLOX. So find the animation you want to use, right click it, click save and export, save to ROBLOX. You can name it whatever you want. Then save it, and then you make sure to copy this ID and paste it right here in this sprint animation. All right, now we can actually get to coding the footstep sounds. So at the bottom of the script, we are going to say humanoid : get property change signal, and then we're going to get the move direction, and then we will connect that to a function. And we can say if running is equal to false, then running will be equal to true. Then say while task.wait, and we'll wait the cooldown do. We can say if humanoid.walk speed is greater than 0 and humanoid.move direction.magnitude is greater than 0, then. So we're going to make a raycast for each foot. So we will make the local params. We're going to make some raycast params. So raycast params.new. We are going to say params.filter type will be equal to enum.filter type, or sorry, enum.raycast filter type.exclude, and then params.filter descendants instances, and we will say the character inside these little curly brackets, and we'll say params.ignore water will be equal to false. And then we are going to make a raycast for each foot. So local right result will be equal to workspace : raycast. Then the right leg. Oh yeah, we also have to get the variables for the right and the left leg. So up here at the top, I will say local right leg will be equal to character : wait for child right leg. Whoops. And then I will say local left leg will be equal to character : wait for child left leg. Now down all the way at the bottom, again, we will say inside these parentheses, we'll say the right leg dot position as the origin. Then the direction will be vector3 dot new, and we'll say 0, -3, 0, and then the raycast params. And then we can copy this variable and paste it right below that, and we can rename it to left result rather than right result, and we can say the left leg dot position, and we can say if right result and right result dot instance, then, and something you're going to need, which I will leave in the description, is this footstep module right here. Now this module has the sounds for basically every material. We have carpet, which it's just individual footsteps for each one, and all these sounds should be completely fine for everyone to use. So once you get that, put it inside the script, and then we can say local material will be equal to we also have to reference this footstep module at the top of the script. So we can say local footstep module will be equal to require script : wait for child footstep module. Then we can say footstep module get table from material, and we can say the right result.material, and then we can say local sound will be equal to footstep module get random sound. Then, oh yeah, something else we have to do, my bad, I keep forgetting. We also have to create a sound folder using the module. So local sound folder will be equal to footstep module create sound group. And let's actually make this parented to the replicated storage. So we'll have to get a variable for that too. So say local replicated storage will equal to game, and then get service replicated storage. And then the parent will be equal to replicated storage. And then we can just name this footstep sounds. So now down here, footstep module get random sound. We can say sound folder, and we can send through the material. And then we can say sound play. And then we can just copy this and paste it right below it and say the left result and the left result dot instance. And rather than the right result material, we'll say the left result dot material. And one last thing is just at the end of this if statement, we can say else, and then running will be equal to false, and then break. So if I did all this right, which I think I did, this should in theory work. So if I go ahead and I test the game and I start walking, hopefully it should. Well, it's a little bit fast, but it does play a footstep sound. So it's a little bit fast. So I'm going to set this cooldown a little bit longer. I'll set it to like 0.5. I think is actually right. Or maybe 0.4. I'm not sure. I'll try 0.4. And actually, I'm also going to make some parts of different materials to try and help like show you guys and like demonstrate that this does actually work. So I'll make one like I'll make a sand. I'll have this be like yellow. Then I will make a grass. I'll have this be green just to show that it's grass. Then I'll do one more for like carpet, I guess. And I'll just make this red. All right, so now if I test, it's a little bit more accurate, but I don't know the exact length of the default walk animation, so it should be a little bit more accurate for the running. Yeah, it's a little bit more accurate, but what's most important is the material sounds. So if we step on the carpet and string expected no, I'm not sure. Here, let me check out this error, and I'll be right back. All right, so I found the problem, and it's actually not going to be a problem for you guys. Roblox just added like more materials to the game, so I had to update this footstep module, which is going to be updated for you guys in the description, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, as you can hear, the footstep sound matches whatever we're stepping on. If I step on, you heard me step on the carpet, but if I step on the grass, it matches the sound of the grass. And if I step on the sand, it matches the sound of the sand. So that is going to do it for this tutorial. If you guys made it to the end, I truly and greatly appreciate that. If you guys could also like and subscribe, that would mean the absolute world to me. But yeah, let me know of any other tutorials you guys would like to see, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.